Hello everyone. Okay, so the other day I was looking to the Shopware code and I found out one thing very cool. So basically just for debugging purposes, you have print R, you just echo, you use xdebug, you use print var dump, right? You can use a lot of different tools to print data, right? But what about accessing database? So basically you can instantiate a PDO, pass the arguments, pass host, username, password, and port and everything. But there is one quick way I just found out, right? Basically, you can use the kernel itself, or you can just use you can import the doctrine connection class, right? But you need to like import, you need to add to the constructor. But one quick and dirt way to do that, obviously just for debugging purposes, not for doing that for you should not commit such a thing, right? You should not commit, it's just development purposes, right? Quick and dirt, right? Basically you should, let me share my screen with you real quick. Just give me a second. Okay, so there you go. So there is, for example, I was taking a look into the kernel, and basically one public static. Even though you don't import anything about the kernel, you can use it. It's hard coded, right? If you go to the kernel class, there is this public static getConnection. So for example, I am on my command here in an example command. I can just use the kernel. Let's say connection equals kernel getConnection. It's going to return let me just print our connection, for example, just for debugging purposes, as I said. Show tables. It can be show tables, but let's select all from sales channel limit 1 because I just want one of the core, right? And then you run example. Probably it's compiling something. As I said, I'm not in my fastest computer. All right, so you kind of can get data from the database. So it's a very cool and fancy way. Again, you should not commit such a thing, right? All right, that's it for today. I hope you enjoy. I hope it will help your debugging processes. So thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe and give me a thumbs up, a like. Thank you so much. Bye.